Fantastic. Sealant cracking around the sill on the window. Hollow board, hollow MDF. You can hear that rattle. And a window frame, quite a long window frame. See where I'm working at that end. I'm starting to remove it. It's just wanting to come off. A very fine bead of sealant there, and then obviously the gap. So that's literally just sitting over the surface of that. Not really doing anything at all there. So we'll get this off. So I'll have to run along with a small piece of wood just to disturb it. A piece of angled bead that I've cut. A piece of hardwood would be better. And started taking it off, working here, along and here. Okay. So firm pressure on the sill. And then just onto the edge of that frame there. Firm pressure. Okay. No problem there. What we don't want to be doing is scratching the frame. When you've removed the thick of the sealant, using some of these handy wipes and my filling knife, and that's just to protect the sill as I'm cleaning, and then just as you're working along, just keep moving that blade along to remove the last of the sealant. And also, while I've got this, I'm just coming along the rest of the frame, just cleaning it. Only this bottom section, because I will need to do some taping up. Once that's finished, then just wipe over with warm damp cloth, and that'll be ready to accept my tape. Now I can just pop my filling knife down that gap there and just remove the last of the sealant off the windowsill. So I'm just using my paint scraper. Once everything has been cleaned off, dusted down, wipe over with a tack cloth, pre-paint cloth, and that will remove any dust. So now I've put 2 pieces of masking tape. So this first one on the frame, right down to the level of the sill, and this one just short. You can just see where it's up to there. Now So I'm going to pop the nozzle down if it's wide enough. We don't want to trap the foam in the tube. But now I can just run a bead of foam down there. So I'll just let that run out there. When the expanding foam has cured, you can start to remove the tape. So here, working up to, and all I've got is my old filling knife, which I use for scraping and cutting back. See, it's very worn. And a slight angle pointing down there, just release the foam from the tape on the sill. Yeah. And then you can just pull that away and remove the bottom piece. Nice and clean. After removing the tape with some fine sandpaper, just feather this edge back, bare MDF there, dust it off, and now I'm priming it. This is what I'm using. It's quite quick drying, just seal that edge. I'm not using a large brush. Just want to bring that edge in. Well, this is now ready for a light sand. Once you remove the dust after sanding, again you could use a tack cloth. You could wipe the frame down with methylated spirits, but if it's already clean now, then we're just ready to seal this gap. Got some white spirit for clean up, and this is what we're using. Okay, it's a polymer sealant, so we'll tack paint and carefully just run the bead. If need be, you can smooth down once you've applied this. Work back out of the corner, so I will be smoothing this down. I'll have to. That's looking good. So I just need to leave this to dry now. And I'm ready for my next step. Following day, and this sealant is now dry. And with this being a polymer, then I will need to prime this, because this is an oil-based satin paint. So the paint that I'm putting on top won't sit on here properly. So I've got my Zinsser 123, water-based, really flexible. I'll be good to prime that up. It is literally just that. Let's feather those edges back a little bit. If you're using a water-based paint on here, then just paint it up. When it's dry, a light key to accept the paint, and then you can start painting the sill. Give it a wipe down with a pre-paint dust cloth, just to remove any little bits of dust and dirt, and keep it nice and clean. And now I can start to apply the paint. This is oil-based satin wood that's going on. From that corner. And just get it coated up. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Another perfect job. The paint soon sits back. You get a nice finish on that. That's good.